back to the Up and About podcast. I'm your host, Yzobel, and on this podcast, we talk about all things lifestyle, wellness, relationships, love, self-care, and I am so happy that you're here. Fall is definitely one of my favorite seasons, and I'm really excited to be wearing baggy sweaters and just oversized, warm and cozy items. I've been loving and getting into my new fall routines, so today I wanted to talk about some routines and tips and my fall favorites, so it'll inspire you to romanticize the new season. So to set the mood right now, it's pretty cold, it's raining, it's foggy outside, the skies are gray. We haven't seen the sun in the past 3 days, and if you live in Vancouver, you know it's probably going to be like this until March or April if we're lucky. I've really embraced it. I love rain, I love the fog, I love listening to Taylor Swift's Folklore and Evermore albums on repeat during the season, and overall just getting into the vibe. It's mid-October right now, which means the new year is just around the corner, and I've been reviewing a couple of my goals and overall have started reflecting on this past year and how it's been, and writing down my favorite days of the year and the days that I've been really, really proud of and will remember for the rest of my life. And so far in 2023, I can say this year has definitely been about connection and love and family, and I just want to keep continuing that high vibe for the rest of the year onwards. That being said, there have been so many unexpected projects and unexpected changes that have happened this year. So for example, at the beginning of the year, I really wanted to scale my UX agency full time and do that with my brother, but I ended up burning out super fast and quickly around the end of January to even the end of February, and just navigating what my life would look like given that I wasn't in the mental headspace to continue to that goal and pivot and realize that it wasn't for me. Embracing change instead of resisting it is always the way to go. And so even though at the time it was confusing and disappointing to kind of pivot and step away from an original big goal that I had, it was completely in the right direction, and it was the right choice because ultimately it helped me create and produce this podcast, which is a project that I am so excited about. If you are somebody that is going through a life pivot and a life adjustment that wasn't originally in your vision, or maybe one of your goals is taking longer than usual, or maybe it doesn't sit right with you, or something has changed, embrace it, especially if it doesn't feel right in your body, because something greater is meant for you and it is out there for you. That being said, I want you to look at your 2023 vision board and start reflecting on the year. Start reflecting on the things that you're proud of, reflecting on the experiences you'd want to curate more of, the friendships and relationships you've poured into and have grown. And take a great look in the mirror and appreciate how much you have grown and evolved as a person this year. Every year just flies by so fast, and I can't believe we're already in mid-October, but take some time and take some space to appreciate how much you've grown this year and how far you've come, as we have 2.5 months left of 2023 and are heading into a new chapter of our lives. Don't forget to make space for you and thank yourself for the journey and experiences that you've manifested for your life. That being said, let's get started into my fall favorites. Hopefully you can relate. Hopefully you love them. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about are TV shows. And typically I'm a very lighthearted rom-com girly. I love a good psychological thriller. I love animated movies, Disney movies, and I came across a Netflix series called BoJack Horseman. I'm kind of late to the game. It's probably been around 5+ years since it's aired, but I just came across it and I absolutely fell in love with BoJack Horseman within the first couple episodes, honestly. I think what makes BoJack Horseman stand out to me is the fact that it's a perfect mix of lightheartedness but depth. As somebody that absolutely loves therapy and psychology and loves understanding why people are the way they are, it is so deep. The message and the characters are just so intricate, and I love the way that each character really grows and develops quickly as the show goes on. Typically in cartoon TV shows, you'll see that each episode reset. So each TV episode can be absolutely crazy and insane, but the next TV episode, it's like there are no consequences for the character's actions, or there are no character development too much, because you find each character's personality is the same all throughout the series. But BoJack Horseman is not like that. You see the progression of the characters because each episode is a continuation of the episode before that. So I think it's really cool because it's like you're watching a drama but in cartoon format, and it's funny, but it's also deep. They talk a lot about people pleasing, self-sabotage, purpose, recovering from trauma, not recovering from trauma, what it looks like to heal from childhood trauma, and also the consequences of not facing your own demons and how that impacts other people and the relationships that you create in your life. It's just very deep. It's a very healing show, I'd say, and the characters are just perfect blend together. I just absolutely love this show. It's hilarious but also witty, and it's just so much fun to watch. Another amazing show to watch and to add to your radar is called The Bear, and it's such a dynamic TV show about grief and moving on after death and family and overall growth. Again, another theme of overcoming trauma and working through it, but also the show is just absolutely stunning. The cinematography, the thoughtfulness in the writing, and the character development, and describing the bear even is hard because on the surface it's about our main character Carmi, who is this incredible chef that takes over his brother's restaurant because his brother passed and left the restaurant to him, but he finds that it is an enormous mess. And so following the characters in The Bear and the way that it's shot and the amount of emotions that you'll feel during the show is just unmatched. I actually believe it's one of the most perfect shows I've ever watched, and definitely one of my favorite shows I've experienced this entire year. It's so gripping, and you won't be able to take your eyes off the screen, and you will feel a series of emotions watching The Bear. A sweet and more lighthearted show that I fell in love with is called Abbott Elementary. It is just so heartwarming and sincere, very lighthearted, but does touch on a lot of social and socioeconomic issues. The cast is stellar. It's an amazing all-black cast, and it's just so funny, so endearing, absolutely hilarious, and just a perfect feel-good, light, and beautiful show about an elementary school who is underfunded. And it highlights the lives of the teachers that really care about keeping the elementary school afloat, and just all the fun stories that you get as an elementary school teacher dealing with the chaos of just elementary school kids. I highly recommend these 3 shows, and I hope you check them out because they are so worth your time and so worth watching. For our home, Josh and I have purchased a couple of candles at Winners/Home Sense. We love going on Home Sense and Winners dates. We picked up a couple of candles that are very fall fruity themed almost. So the candle burning in the background right now is a blueberry wood candle, and it's one of my favorite scents I've ever smelled. It smells fresh but dark but woodsy and musky. It's just perfect. I've absolutely been loving that candle. Another candle that we purchased is called Apple Honey Butter, and it just smells divine and fresh and warm, and like apple pie just came out of the oven. The third candle we bought is a tobacco and whitewood candle. It's like the perfect mix of woodsy and sweet and warm. And then the fourth candle we purchased is an olive and lemon candle, and it's very fresh but also natural, so it's not overpowering. And recently we went to a winery and we found this vanilla and grapefruit candle, and oh my gosh, it smells amazing, just fruity but warm and woodsy, and you can definitely see the theme of the candles and the scents that we have going on in our household. And it really sets the vibe in the home, especially on cloudy and foggy and rainy days like this. I really love fall scents because of the memories they hold in you depending on the season that you're in or the era in your life that you're at, and we go buy candles pretty fast. But even for myself personally, I love wearing the scent Vanilla Woods from the Seven Virtues. It's one of my favorite scents to wear in the fall and winter time. It's just so gourmand and nutty and natural and just a beautiful warm vanilla, and it changes depending on your skin. An all year round scent that I wear is Absolutely Blooming by Dior as well, but it's definitely more of a spring summer scent because of how fresh and floral it is. It's just one of my personal favorite scents, so I wear it all year round. Oh my gosh, food. Okay, so I've been creating a lot of cheesy stews and overall just cheesy, comfort, warm dishes. Of course, the essential is mashed potatoes and gravy and steak. Absolutely love cooking steaks in the fall and winter. I also tried a couple of new dishes I found this recipe for Tuscan inspired shrimp stew, which has a lot of Parmesan cheese in it, and it's just so ooey, gooey, cheesy, and delicious because it's a stew. It's just so filling and jam-packed with cheese. And oh my gosh, just thinking about it, I could make that every single day. Another dish that I've been creating is risotto paired with sea bass, but I like to make Thai risotto. So there's a lot of coconut milk, a lot of peppers, and onions as well. And the texture of the risotto paired with the curry on the sea bass is just, oh, chef's kiss. It feels like a stew because of the texture and the warmness and the ooey gooey comfort food of it. I just love it so much. It just makes my heart sing. Of course, pumpkin spice is a must. I've been loving Body Energy Club's pumpkin spice smoothie, which is one of their seasonal smoothies that come out with in the fall. I really like how it's not too sweet because the Starbucks pumpkin spice is very, very sweet, and the Body Energy Club tastes a lot like cinnamon and is definitely more subtle. I do like to make my lattes and drinks at home just to minimize sugar, and so I don't consume too much sugar as well. And I like to mix the Bloom Superfood lattes, their pumpkin spice with their chai mixtures, and drink that in the fall. It is just so good and so much healthier for you because it is a superfood mix, and you do have control of how much honey that you want to add and reduces that sugar for your body. So I've been loving that as well. Oh my gosh. And a couple weeks ago, Cobb's Bread, which is one of the local bakeries in Vancouver, they released their cinnamon rolls and also their pumpkin spice pastry. Those two are just, oh my gosh, I have a couple in the fridge right now just waiting for me. They're just so, so good. Just the ultimate sweet comfort food. I've been seeing a lot of events pop up in Vancouver in terms of breath work and sound therapy and art therapy, and that is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. So tonight, Josh and I are going to go to our first sound therapy and breathwork session. I'm super looking forward to that. I know there are a couple of art therapy sessions just for women around the Burnaby area, and I'm really curious to see how that goes because that's something I wanted to try, get into the hobby of, meet new people, learn something new. I'm realizing that I really want to spend a lot of my time learning new things and creating new experiences so that every day doesn't fly by and feel the exact same as other days, especially when you're working from home and you're in your cozy vibe and you don't really want to go outside because of the weather. The days can easily blend together. And so that's something I've been meaning to do, and that is on my to-do list this fall, is to attend more artistic and creative and wellness and intuitive healing themed events. In terms of my makeup routine, I've been loving wearing purple shades. In the summer, I love more peachy pink shades, but in the fall winter, I love darker and more purple pink shades. My go-to lip oil is the Dior Lip Glow Oil in Berry, which I'm wearing right now. And paired with the Rare Beauty Blush in Shade and Courage, I just think they make the most beautiful, perfect, rosy, purple fall themed makeup, and I've been wearing these two together just simultaneously every single time I do my makeup now. I'm also super into low-waisted jeans and pants. Last winter, I got my first low-waisted or like low-rise effortless Aritzia pant, and I just love the way that it looked. So I'm currently in the market just looking for low-waisted jeans just to switch it up. It'll be more of a low-rise baggy jean, so a more like comfy, casual, chic look. I'm excited to style those when they come in. I'm looking at the jeans from NAKD Clothing. And I'm also curious about the low-rise jeans from Abercrombie, but they're all sold out at the moment. So that'll be a TBD. I'll have an update on that. In terms of wellness routines and fasting, I just finished a 48-hour fast. It was my first 48-hour fast. I completed it last week, and it actually wasn't too challenging the way that I personally thought it would go. It's probably because my body is just so used to doing 24-hour fasts continuously, which is also like one meal a day, OMAD. My body really needed a reset and a healing period. And so when I completed my first 48-hour fast, I definitely felt like I was going to give in those last 3 hours of the 48-hour fast. That part was challenging for sure. I felt like I was just staring at the clock, waiting for 9 p.m., which was the time I was allowed to eat again. After doing the 48-hour fast, I felt so amazing, just energized, very clear, focused, less brain fog. I even walked probably 5 to 6 kilometers during those 2 days. I just had so much energy. It was kind of hard to sleep because I felt so energized, like my body should just be moving. I think incorporating a 48-hour fast would be so beneficial to do that once a month and just get into the rhythm and feeling the healing effects of your body producing stem cells and getting rid of damaged cells and repairing the damaged cells as well. There's so many healing benefits to fasting, and I really, really love the way that I felt. So if you're interested in fasting and doing extended periods of fasting, I really do highly recommend it, but it does take a lot of training and time to get to a longer and extended fast. But my testimony is I had an amazing experience doing it. I would absolutely do it again and really want to incorporate that into my routine in the fall and winter. In terms of body care, I've been incorporating a lot of pure aloe vera in my skincare routine, like all over my body and all over my face. There was this one day that I was cooking and really hot oil just splattered all over me. It was so insane. It like splattered all over my right arm, on the outside, on the inside. It splattered on my chin and on my chest. And so I got burned really bad because of this hot oil. And so Josh, my boyfriend, he bought me this 100% aloe vera vitamin E extract bottle, and I've been using that every single day, and I love the healing and the cooling effect of the aloe vera. It feels so good on your skin. It absorbs really fast as well, and then you're able to put on sunscreen or moisturizer or makeup on top of it, and it's just very moisturizing. I love the feeling of aloe vera. And even though my scars and also wounds have healed quite a bit, it's helped so much. And there are so many benefits of using aloe vera on your body. So that's been new as well. Been using it every day and every night, at least twice a day. If you are a Costco shopper, they sell these ginger immunity shots in these mini glass shot bottles, and Josh and I have been loving them. There are these, I believe there are 17 of them in a case, and they're just perfect for your immune system first thing in the morning. They are kind of spicy, so you can mix them in smoothies or you can dilute them with water or any juice. They're just so convenient and just perfect for your everyday immunity boost. In terms of fall sweaters, H&M just has such a big variety of sweaters. Like the one that I'm wearing right now is from H&M. I love how it's not itchy. I love how it's great quality. The stretch, the comfort, and the coziness. The sweater selection as well is huge. If you're looking for more timeless and high quality and thicker basics, I love Abercrombie for sweaters and also cardigans. Their quality is incredible and unmatched in my opinion, especially for the price. Surprisingly, I haven't really checked out Aritzia's fall line yet this month. H&M is fantastic. You really just can't go wrong with them, especially for the big, oversized, everyday sweaters. Oh my gosh, another thing I've been loving in terms of fall colors and workout sets are the colors forest green. I also love the colors purple, like any shade of purple, honestly. It could be light purple or dark purple for the fall. And I also love a good Java or chocolate brown, as well as teal. I've been wearing those colors on repeat in terms of workout sets or crew necks, or really just anything that catches my eye this fall season. I'm kind of experimenting with getting out of my comfort zone in terms of my neutrals and just being more colorful and bold, and I like that. All right, yeah, I think those are my favorites for fall, so far at least. There are so many activities that I do want to try that I will have an update on and definitely give you some ideas in terms of crafts and fun things to do with friends and family this season. Let me know your fall favorites. I'm really curious to learn what they are and how you cultivate and romanticize the fall season. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please message me on my Instagram and join our community at Up About Podcast. I'm wishing you a very cozy and warm and snuggly fall season. I hope you have an amazing week and see you next time. Bye.